Thank you so much to all of you that have been sending in your photographs and your questions about your pets. I love looking at them all, and I do my best to get through as many of you as I can on the daily readings, and I'll do some more tonight for you on this Facebook Live now that you can hear me, of course. Did you see me on the telly yesterday? I was on This Morning on ITV. Don't know if any of you were watching. And I was with Josie Gibson and Craig Doyle. I did the Pet Psychic phone-in on there, which was great, and did some readings for the viewers. And I've been very lucky because I've been on This Morning lots of times over the last few years, and it's always great fun to go over there. I love going. There's such a great bunch of people. They really are. Everybody behind the scenes, in the office, they all love what I do, and they're all interested, which is absolutely brilliant. So hope you watched it yesterday and enjoyed it. And of course, I'm going to do some readings for you tonight. Let me have a look at the comments. So Gemma said, I always watch you laugh out loud. Thank you, Gemma. I do appreciate it. Deborah said yes. Jane said yes, it was fab. Thank you, Jane. Catalina said, I don't get it in the US. Oh, that's a shame, Catalina. Thank you, Rudy, for saying you can hear me. And hello, Patricia. Kerry Kavanagh says, watch all you do. You're brilliant. Thank you so much. I do appreciate your comments. That is brilliant. Now, remember that, well, you might know, you might not know, I did a TV show back in February for Channel 5. I don't know if you watched that, called The Pet Psychic. And if you haven't watched it, you can go onto My5, type in The Pet Psychic in the search, and there are 4 one-hour episodes on there. So have a look at that as well. And do get my book, Everything You Need to Know to Become a Pet Psychic. That is available in Waterstones and Amazon. And if you've already bought it, I really do appreciate it. Please leave me some feedback on Amazon, because it really helps other people to be encouraged to get it as well, because it is written in a way for you to communicate with your own pets. I teach you how to do it. So we're all psychic, whether you believe it or not, and you've all got these capabilities. It's just about unlocking them and knowing how to do that. Now, what I've done tonight, I've prepared some readings ready, because I know a lot of you have messaged in advance of tonight's live stream. So I've done some already, which I'm going to go through in a moment, but also I'm going to have a look at the comments. I'm going to do some readings for you live. Okay, I'll do my best to get through as many as I can, but obviously, you know, I can't probably get through everybody, but I will try and do as many as possible, because I know that people love to know what their pet is thinking. And do you know what? Your pet might know a lot about you and what's going on in your life. See, you don't know, because animals are very psychic, and they are picking things up from your mind all the time, and they're able to share that with me. So it will be fascinating to see what comes through for you this evening. Oh, Camilla, she said, we're big fans. You are amazing. Oh, thank you. Now, Mary says, I can see you, but still can't hear you. Is everybody else able to hear me? Hello, Gabby from Argentina. Let me have a look. Hopefully you can all still hear me. What I'm going to do is scroll down the comments a little bit further. I can see lots of you now getting in touch. And thank you for joining me. I really appreciate you taking the time to join me tonight, especially on a Saturday. Right, I'm going to start with a reading. And I'm going to start with a reading for Taryn with Weird Al. Now, Weird Al is actually a mottled Houdan rooster. So I'm going to do that one first. And I'm going to get a picture up on my phone. And hopefully I'll be able to show you a picture of him if I can quickly find it. and I have got some of the pictures of some of your pets on here that I've already saved to my phone. So let me just see if I can get it. Just bear with me because it takes me a few minutes to sort things out. There we go. So there's Weird Al. Can you see him? How gorgeous. And he's a mottled Houdam rooster. He's 4 months old with a bad attitude. I thought, I've got to do a reading for a rooster with a bad attitude. I couldn't resist. And Taryn wants to know, why is he getting mean? So this is your reading, Taryn. The first thing I picked up about Weird Al is that he's got a food issue. Obviously, remember everybody, I'm not a vet. I'm not a pet behaviourist. This is a psychic connection to help you take the appropriate actions to sort out your pets, okay? So if I pick up anything medical, you go to your vet, or you might need to seek advice from another expert. So food issue for Weird Al. And I felt like potentially there could be some kind of deficiency there, which could be contributing to him being agitated. He also told me that he didn't like the name Weird. And I know you say it with affection, but I thought what you could try is talk to him and say things like, oh, you're a beautiful boy, you know, and just compliment him really. And he also showed me that he will live up to your expectations. So it's really important that you choose positive words, because he does understand. He's very intelligent. He told me that he gets picked on, so he tends to fight back. But his actual personality to me is very calm and very docile and quite a placid rooster, which I really love that about him. He told me that he loves people, he's kind, but he also would appreciate some new friends. But he also said about you and your family, Taryn, he said he feels that there's been a falling out with friends or family, and that has caused some tension for you. And he also picks up on your energy. Now, animals are very good at picking up on our emotions and our energy field, so it's no wonder he's picking up on that. He gave the name of Tom, Rob or Bob for you, and August the 21st. So thank you, Taryn, for sending in that beautiful picture of Weird Al. Isn't he fab? Right, let me have a look. Who else has been messaging in? Hello, Kerry. Hello, Ria. Oh, you are the best. You are our favourite. That's very kind of you. And I know a lot of you are watching from all over the world, not just in the UK. I've been having messages from people in Hawaii even. So I do really appreciate that. That's so kind. Now, next, I'm going to do a reading for Jan and Cricket. So let me just get that one up. I do have to kind of go from the computer to my phone a little bit as well as I'm doing this, so that I keep up with everything. Right, now Jan has got a cat called Cricket, and I'm going to read out what she has written. She says, hello from Australia, Beth. This is Cricket, the runt of my 3 rescued feral cats. We live in rural South Australia on 3 acres of land. My problem is that Cricket loves bringing her catches to me, including venomous snakes. Now, can you think of anything more scary than your cat coming in with a venomous snake? I can appreciate, Jan, that is not ideal. I'll see if I can show you a picture of Cricket. And she is beautiful. She is, look. Can you see? Don't know how good my camera skills are there, but hopefully you can see Cricket. And this is what I've written down. I had a quick look at this one before the live for you, Jan. I got that Cricket has an extremely loving nature Very sweet. Now, she did give me the names of Oscar or Oslo. So she was showing me a big initial O. Hope you understand that, Jan. And what I got about bringing in these creatures is that she feels that she's bringing you a gift of appreciation. And what I want you to try is this. Your initial reaction, particularly if it's a venomous snake, is probably going to be like, oh, no, Cricket, stop bringing these things in. You might sort of tell her off, you might act shocked or surprised, and obviously you've got to get that creature out of your home. But I want you to try this. When she brings the next gift of prey that she's caught in for you, I want you just to make a fuss of it and go, good girl, thank you for bringing that for me. That's a really good girl. Then deal with it and get rid of it. Because I think what she's doing is trying to please you. And when you show displeasure for the gift that she's brought you, she thinks that you don't like the gift. So then she's going to go out and get you another gift. And she's hoping at some point she brings in a gift that you like. So you're going to have to pretend you like it, Jan. And then I'm hoping that she stops bringing in gifts. Okay, so your whole attitude to deal with it needs to change for a positive outcome. She tells me she loves life. She's a survivor like my owner. So you must be quite a feisty character, Jan. She gave me the names of Gary, Mark or Martin, and also gave me a date of September the 27th. So I hope that makes sense to you, Jan. And thank you for sending in that beautiful picture of Cricket and letting me know all about her antics. Let me have a look at the comments. I'm going to do a reading for somebody now that is in the comments. Let me have a look. Hello, Jane. Hello, Mary. Hello, Kerry. Hello, Karen. Hello, Connor. Let me see if I have got any messages that I can look at on my phone where I can see some of your pictures. Not at the moment. Right. Ideally, when I do a reading, I need a photograph. If not, can you give me a description of your pet? That would include like their breed, their colour, their name and their age, because I need something to work with. Because I use telepathy and a psychic connection, it's like I've got their phone number, like when I've got their photo and their details, but I don't need to know anything about them because I don't want to have any preconceived ideas. I just need that little bit of info and your question. I don't want to know about their personality. I don't want to know their likes and dislikes. I don't want to know anything about you and your life. It's not because I'm being rude and it's not because I'm not interested. It's because I need to go in, you know, very clean to get it from the animal's point of view. So let me have a look. She said, Elizabeth said, let me just see if I can look at Elizabeth Williams. Could you please do a reading for my 7-year-old cob, Harley? I sent in a photo in the comments yesterday. She's a coloured black and white cob. Just bear with me a moment. Let me have a look at Elizabeth. So Elizabeth Williams, have to write things down so I don't get mixed up when there's this many people. 7-year cob, Harley. Now what I can do is have a look on my phone. Let me see if I can get the Pet Psychic up. Here we go. And then I can go to discussion and I can see if I can find Elizabeth and Harley on there. Just bear with me. I don't want to take long looking at this because I know you're all watching in anticipation, but I want to get it right for you. And I want to do my very best for you. I can't see it, Elizabeth. can't see it in the comments. Don't worry. I've got probably enough information to work with. So 7-year-old cob Harley, she's a coloured black and white cob. And she's a mare. Okay. Let me just tune in for you, Elizabeth, because your energy's here, because you're on the live. So sometimes if there isn't a photo, I can still make a connection. Okay, this is what I get. Are you connected, Elizabeth? And try and type in the comments if you understand this for me, to somebody called Julie, because the first thing I'm getting is the name Julie. And if you could just answer that for me, that knows that I'm in with the right connection. Now let me just look at the comments. So great, so many of you have joined in tonight. I really do appreciate it. Are you there, Elizabeth? She says no. I don't know whether I'm with you then. Let me see, because that was the first thing I picked up, was the name of Julie. Let me see what else I get, and then you can tell me if you understand it, because I can't find the photograph, which is annoying. But let me just see. Right, would you understand something, Elizabeth, about 2 years? Have you had Harley 2 years, or is there a 2-year thing going on, like something happened 2 years ago? Because the next thing I get is 2 years, 2 years. So if you could just let me know about that, because I don't want to start the reading if I haven't got the right connection, because I haven't got the photograph. Let me see. I know you've put Harley has a sore leg, if that helps. I just want to know that I've got the right connection. So have you had Harley for 2 years? Yes, will be 3 in September. Okay, that's fine. Right. What I pick up, that there's been some movement. I don't know if you've been moving the home of where you keep Harley, or moving fields, but she's shown me being moved about, and I feel that the grass has been restricted, or there's been a change of food, and I get like thumbs up for that, as if that's a good positive thing. Also, there has been some issue with either shoeing or trimming of the feet, but something feels uneven in that part of the body to me. So I hope that makes sense. So yeah, you've put, yeah, we moved yards last year. But it certainly is a positive thing that I'm picking up from Harley about the move. So you've done the right thing there. I'm just seeing if I can see your comments. There is something where the feet are uneven. So I don't know if you've had a new farrier, or the feet need trimming more, or something isn't quite right. So I would look at that issue and discuss it with your farrier. Also, I feel that there has not only been an issue, what you've just said about the sore leg, there's also been an issue with either the hip or going down a back leg. So I don't know if you understand that at the moment, but I feel that that could be rectified with somebody who is like a horseback person that can do some manipulation. So I would get in touch with somebody, and there is stiffness across the top of the shoulders for this horse. I also get the name of Nick or Nicola. So if you don't know it, please look out for that person coming in. And I get the 31st of October. So if you don't understand it, please put that in your diary. There is a new person, this horse shows me, coming into your life that will bring great blessings with them. But don't push people away, because there is something where you've been concerned about somebody being genuine, or you're worried to let people in because something that has happened. And I feel that you've told your horse about this, or you've been talking to your horse with your normal voice as you've been like interacting with them and grooming them. It's almost like you've been offloading what's been going on, and Harley knows what you've been going through, which I find absolutely beautiful, that you've got that real love and bond between you. The other thing I've just seen from Harley, has there been also a situation where there has been an abscess? Because it's like I'm seeing something being drained or needs to be drained. Does that make sense to you, Elizabeth? I know you've put, oh, she's just had physio. Well, that's brilliant, because that is the right course of action there. And she's had ulcers 8 months ago. And you said sounds like me. I'm assuming that's with the genuine people. But don't worry, because I feel that things are going to be good with somebody that is coming into your personal relationships or friendship zone. So it's like she's saying, don't push them away, don't push them away. So the physio's good. Do you understand about the abscess? Can you let me know about that? I'm just looking at the comments. I hope that's helped you anyway, Elizabeth, and thank you for your question about Harley. Now, somebody messaged in, let me do this next reading, for Kerry in Hawaii. I don't know if you're watching, Kerry. Oh, Elizabeth said, no idea about abscess. Have you had another horse with that? If not, I want you to be aware of it, because sometimes they'll show something that is building up that you might not be aware of. So if it doesn't make sense, then I want you to keep your eye on it, Elizabeth, okay? Particularly in the hoof. All right. So you'll have to let me know. So Kerry messaged in with her dog called Hunter. So I'm going to do that one next. Let me just see if I can find it. Bear with me on my phone. Here we go. Now, Kerry has been watching all the way from Hawaii. So isn't that wonderful? Thank you for watching all the way from Hawaii, Kerry. She says, I'd love to know what my dog Hunter has been thinking recently. He's very smart and emotionally connected to me. It seems I can read most of how he's feeling, but something has changed. He would cuddle and snuggle with me every morning for the last week, but he's been keeping his distance, and it would be so great if you could help with what is keeping him from getting close to me like he was. He's 4 years old and he's half GSP, which I think is German Shepherd, and half Chocolate Lab. And I'll see if I can show you a picture of him. Hunter, it might not be the best on my phone. Look how he's sitting. When I looked at that, I thought, oh, he's like sitting on the sofa like a person. What a lovely character. Isn't he fab? So what I put down about this, Kerry, is that he does still feel emotionally connected to you. And although he's been keeping his distance this week, it's nothing personal to you. You haven't done anything wrong. But what he tells me is that there's either been, well, I think it's both, a funny smell in the house and also a noise that has been like disturbing him. And just remember that dogs, like, their smell and their hearing is like thousands of times better than ours. So I want you to try and pinpoint what's changed. Also, you know, have you changed any deodorants, perfumes, shower gels? Sometimes our animals can take a dislike to something as simple as that, or washing powder, you know, those kind of things. So really analyze anything, or it might be something you've been putting into your home, or maybe you're having work done on your home. Now, he also told me that there's also been a disturbance for him physically in his ears. And I want you to have a look and certainly clean his ears. because he feels like they are either blocked or there is some discomfort there. And if you're concerned, obviously chat to your vet about that. And I don't think that's helping at the moment. He also said that he would benefit from some dietary changes. He feels like there is a lot of rumbling in his tummy, which you may have noticed with an unpleasant odour. So maybe restrict anything like cereal or wheat that may be in his food, and you might find that that really helps to improve things, because he tells me he's had a little bit of tummy ache or stomach discomfort, as well as discomfort in his ear. So I want you to just be on top of that. He tells me to tell you that he's aware that you have a new job or new training coming in. It feels very close, so it's either now or, you know, in the next couple of weeks, because it feels in the present timeline. And his advice for you was go, excuse me, go and do it. Get on with it. You've got nothing to lose. You are more than capable of taking on a new challenge. He also gave me the name of Michael. So I hope that's helped you there. Thank you for sending in that picture of Hunter. Just going to have a little drink. Just bear with me a sec. I do a lot of talking. Go a bit dry. Right, let me have a look. Who else has messaged in? Hello, Nicole. Hello, Mary. Hello, Gabby. Gabby said, could you please read Philo? Hold on a minute. These come so quickly that I don't want to miss the comment, because it keeps flicking up, as you can imagine. Gabby, where have you gone? Gabby with Philo. I was drawn to you. Gabby, let me just jot it down. Gabby, Philo, Argentina. Let me see if I can find the picture, Gabby. If I can't, what I'm going to do is include you next time, like put you to the top of the list, or when I do daily readings, we'll put you to the top of the list. So what I'm going to do is just have a look on Facebook and get the discussion and the comments up the best that I can see them. See if I can find the picture. Just bear with me. Let's have a look. See if I can find Gabby. If not, I'm going to make a note of it, Gabby, so that you do get included. Can't see it at the moment. I think it's because we've just had so many, but don't worry, I'll make sure that you're included next time. I've made a note of it. Let me have a look on here. Right, so what I can see at the moment on some of our comments is Luna has sent in a picture of Betsy. So hope you're here, Luna. She says, please, will you let us know how to help Betsy be calm on walks when faced with other dogs? Thank you so much, you're brilliant. I'm going to show you a picture of Betsy there. Can you see her? She's in her paddling pool. It's been so hot. There you are. Oh, she looks like Luna, a Jack Russell to me, or maybe a cross. I'm just going to tune into her. Now, the first thing I get, Luna, from Betsy is that she is a very protective dog. And I know that you might be thinking she's trying to have a go at these other dogs on the walks. I think she's trying to protect you or protect whoever takes her on a walk. because it's like, I have to look after you, I need to protect you, I'm doing my job. So she really thinks she's doing a good job of keeping people away. So I think we need to understand things from her point of view to help improve your walks. So I'm going to tell her through telepathy and my psychic abilities that it is great for her to protect you, and you're very happy about that, but she doesn't always need to do it in a way that is scaring other dogs or going for other dogs. Okay? And when you go out with her, I want you to take some of her favourite treats, or even little pieces of sausage or ham or whatever she's used to that she likes. And when she is walking with you beautifully, just tell her, you're being a good girl, well done. She says at times she can feel a little bit insecure. And she says that some of this protective nature is also that she doesn't want the dogs to come near her, because she's also protecting herself. And she said she's fine with dogs that she knows, but she does it with strange dogs. But she says, I have to get to know dogs first before I let them into my space. But with new dogs, she says, oh, I'm protecting my owner, I'm protecting myself. And I unravel that a little bit with her, because she said she's had a bad experience with a dog previously. I don't know whether it was just a scary barking in your face, things didn't go well, or whether she was actually bitten, but something unnerved her. And because of that, she's kind of built this protective thing up into quite a traumatic experience for all of you. So I think it's about positive reinforcement with her. Now, she's giving me the name that sounds either like Ruby or something that sounds like Rue, and she's showing me a big initial R. So I hope that makes sense to you, Luna. She wants you to look out for Johnny, John, or Jay. She says because they're going to be useful to you with the signing of some kind of contract or lease. She's shown me paperwork associated with that name. She's aware of contracts need to be changed, or contracts need to be signed and sorted, and she's asking you to pay particular attention to whatever this is where paperwork is concerned. And she says that as we go through to the end of September, things improve and life gets better for you. So I hope that is meaningful, Luna. And let me know how you get on with her. I feel that Betsy has been doing this behaviour for a long time. So it is hard to break habits, but you have to persevere. So, you may not see results immediately. It does take time. So just have a bit of patience. Just keep positively, reinforcing her good behaviour. And I think things will improve. She does give me some eye irritation. So I want you to be aware of that as well. So I hope that's helped you. Oh, she's there. Luna, I've just done your reading. Have you just heard that? I can see you, Luna. I'm just scrolling down. Who else is here? Gabby, Gemma. Gemma, you've got a chihuahua called Angel. Let me just jot that down. Gemma and Angel. I used to have a dog called Angel, Gemma. A few years ago, she was a Jack Russell. She was lovely. Let me ask her if she's happy. Let me see if I can find your photograph, Gemma. It might be here. Let me see. Can't see it at the moment, but I'm going to try and tune in for you anyway. Gemma, can you tell me how old Angel is, please? That will help me with the connection. can't see the picture. Let me just see if you can give me that answer to that question, Gemma. Let me just have a look. Yeah, how old is Angel, Gemma? Can you let me know? And can you just let me know what colour she is? Okay, Angel will be 3 in October. And because I can't see the picture, can you tell me the colour of her, please? I don't know if you can hear me, Gemma. If you just type in the colour of her, that helps me get a picture in my mind. She's tanned. Okay, that's brilliant. Thank you. Right, let me just tune into Angel for you, Gemma. The first thing I pick up, Gemma, about Angel is she's quite bouncy and a little bit feisty. She's like big dog in little body. And I get like a very excited feel when I tune into her energy. I really feel that she's come on lately in leaps and bounds, like she's settled down a little bit and you kind of feel like you know where you are with her more. I hope that makes sense. And she said she's very happy and she tells me that she's very spoiled, but in a good way. She said she gets everything she wants. I think she might have you wrapped around her little paw there, Gemma, because she feels like you really take a lot of notice of what food you give her. You try different things. You try so hard to get everything right with her. She feels very delightful, very happy. She tells me she wants to sleep with you. She likes to be in your presence, particularly of a night time. And it's almost like, oh, you know, get out of the way, it's hot in bed, but she wants to be with you all the time. She said she gets a little bit nervous when you're not there, when she's home alone. I don't know whether you've just recently installed a camera to keep your eye on her, but if not, it might be something to consider. But I feel like you're watching her when you're not there. Can you let me know if that makes oh yeah, my God, that is so true. Yeah, because I feel like she's been like watched, but she said, I just want to be with my mummy. I want to be with my mummy. And she like, I know this sounds mad, Gemma, but like, do you talk to her and do you call yourself mommy? Because she calls you mommy. And I know we all want our pets to see us as their parents, but she really does. So she sees you in that respect. She says, you're always cleaning me. I'm very clean. I'm being kept very clean. And she says, I like to be clean and fresh. She's a bit of a diva, a Chihuahua diva. But she says, I like to be clean and fresh. I like to smell fresh. You wouldn't think a dog would be bothered, would you really? But she is. She likes that. And she keeps showing me something with her paws or with her feet. Have you been, and it sounds weird, have you been actually putting some, I don't know, like some cream on her feet or massaging them with something? I don't know what it would be, but, oh, you've put, haha, yes, clean bed with Lenore. I don't know how good Lenore is for your Chihuahua, but it does make sense. Do you understand anything you've been putting on her toes, on her feet? I'm just looking at the comments. If not, it might be that they're feeling a little bit sore and dry, that you might need some kind of balm or something on them for her to raise that with me. So can you just take note of that? She's telling me October the 10th. So if you don't understand that for a significant date, can you write that in your diary, please, Gemma? Because it might be something's coming up there for you. She says she feels that you can be very indecisive, not with her, but with people, and you find it hard to say no to people's requests, even when you want to say no. It's like you're going a bit over and above and beyond with people when really that isn't what you want to do. You're kind of a little bit being taken advantage of somewhere. And she's aware of that. Animals know a lot about what's going on in our lives. So she's telling me about that. Oh, Jenna said, yes, that will be her birthday. Oh, wow. That's amazing. And Gemma said, yeah, that is so true. Well, I hope you're having a birthday party for her, but do you know what? I'm sure you are, because she tells me she's spoiled and she gets everything she wants. So I'm sure she's going to have an amazing birthday, an amazing birthday cake. That's brilliant. But yeah, you've put, I find it hard to say no. Oh, Gemma, you are so lovely. And Angel is very, very lucky indeed to have you. And thank you for letting me do a reading on her. I will find a picture and have a look at her, but thank you for letting me connect with her. That is absolutely gorgeous. Now, I did a reading for, let me have a look. Just bear with me. I need to look back on my phone. Sorry, everybody, I'm not the most technical person. It just takes me a few moments. I did a reading here for Jenica. I'm not very good at pronouncing things, so let me just have a look at that one. Bear with me. Samantha. You have got a beautiful dog called Jenica or Janeka, and Janeka is 3 years old. She's a female, and I'm going to read out the message. Samantha said, how can I help her when we need to walk along a road? She doesn't like walking along the road, and she is really fearful of traffic. She pulls like mad if we are out in nature, and she walks to heel. And I know near traffic that she is in fight or flight stress mode. I try to avoid this. However, there are situations where we do need to walk along the roadside. Now, some of you watching may also have experienced this problem with your own dogs, and it's not good. And it can be frightening for yourself, because you'll pick up on their stress and then you just get yourself into this like vicious circle. So this is what I've jotted down. I feel that this dog has had this problem for some time, and what happens then, it just gets worse and worse, like the problem builds. And what she was telling me is, in order to put a plan into place to minimize this behavior and to build up her courage, you know, when she's out in traffic, is to desensitize her, okay? But in a very kind and a very nice way. And what you can try here, Samantha, is to record some traffic noise on your phone, or also do a video on your phone as well. And then when you're at home, you can play it gently, just little short bursts at first, and quietly, not big, loud and frightening her, but you've got to build it up so that she starts to accept that the traffic then becomes more of a background noise. And when she's kind of relaxing and that noise is playing on your phone or device, then you want to praise her and give her some food that she loves, okay, to really help her. And so this is going to take time, because she is so anxious, and she tells me that she has a bit of an anxious nature anyway, is that you're going to have to take a few weeks of this to start desensitizing her. And then I know it's necessary that you have to take her to the road, but if you could then perhaps go and stand by the road just for a couple of minutes and then move her away, and just build things up so she's not just going on a long walk along the road and she gets really wound up, because it will wind you up as well. Now, I feel that it might be good in this instance, because your dog shows me that actually it's quite a big problem, that you might also want to get some dog behaviourist advice on this one. But also she said to me about a change of diet, because I felt like she got quite a lot of pent up energy. So maybe play some games or do something physical with her before you go along the road to try and knock the edge off, so to speak. And I also thought what might be good is to take another sensible dog with you. So it might be a friend you've got who's got a very level-headed dog that they don't blink an eyelid when they walk along the road. So she's got another dog to kind of think, oh, actually, he's not taking any notice. There obviously isn't a problem. Now, the more that you react to her behaviour, that will just fuel the fire. So it's really important that you keep calm as well. And another thing you could try is, if you go with a trusted person, maybe hand them the lead if you trust them enough to hang on to her appropriately, and see if she's any different with somebody else. Because sometimes it can be your energy that fuels the fire. Because if she is better with somebody else, then you just need to do a little bit more work on you. And I hope you don't mind me saying that, because I think you're a brilliant dog owner. There is no criticism from me whatsoever. I'm just looking and tuning in to Jamaica and trying to help you find a good solution, because I had a dog once that had reacted to lorries, and I know how hard it is and I know how scary it is. So I really understand where you're coming from. So record the sounds, play those at home appropriately, build it up, do some games or something to stimulate her before you go. Maybe some mental challenges where she's got to find food. You can get some amazing things now for dogs, because that can help. Look at her diet, so she's not really fueled up. So maybe cut out wheat and cereal, because that keeps coming up for me in a lot of animal readings, that animals are finding it hard to process wheat and cereal. I think it might be how the processing of those grains are now. That might be causing an issue. She also gave me these names, Samantha. She gave me the name of Lynn, and she gave me the name of Angela. So you might already know where that applies. If not, I want you to write it down and look out for those people coming in. And she gave me the date of the 29th of October. I hope that's helped you. Thank you for sending in that reading. Let me see who else is on here. Nicole, I can see you on here. Becky from Hawaii. Wendy. Let me have a look. Mary, Cassie. Let me see, I made some more notes earlier. Let me just have a look through for you and look at my pictures. I'm trying to look at as many as I can. It is difficult when you get loads of people, and I hate not, considering everybody, but I do try my absolute best. Now, let me see. Tracy with Archie. Let's have a look for you. Let me just see if I can find that one. Tracy with Archie. Archie was found outside as a tiny kitten, Tracy messaged in, and he was rescued. But every time it rains, Archie seems terrified and hides under the couch. He comes to the area of the house where the dogs are, and he hates the dogs. So why does he do this, and why is he so afraid of the rain? What I jotted down for you there, Tracy, well, I'll just show everybody a picture of Archie because he's beautiful. Look at his eyes. You see that? I hope you can see it on my camera there. Really beautiful. And so many people have been telling me how they've been rescuing animals, which I just think is absolutely wonderful. And I've rescued all my dogs, you know, and of course this little cat was rescued as a kitten. And what I'd written down about your question, Tracy, is that when Archie hears the rain, hates rain, he actually remembers being in the rain, and it gives him feelings of abandonment, because he said he associates that with being abandoned, and he remembers feeling so scared and traumatized. And this sort of made me feel a little bit upset, really, because he said a funny thing to me, and I hope you don't mind me saying this, but I always give people exactly what I get in readings. He said he feared being drowned, or he feared being by water. And so I kind of let him tell me those fearful feelings when I did the reading, because it can be a little bit like having counselling. That might sound weird to some people, but imagine if you'd never had the chance to tell somebody how you feel, and then when you finally got that chance, you could offload, you feel better. So I'm hoping, and you'll have to let me know this, is that Tracy, after this reading, that his behaviour may improve in a positive way. So you'll have to let me know about Archie. So he said he associates it with feeling abandoned and this being by water, or fear of water, or fear of being choking or being drowned. But it might have been because he was so wet. And he says that even though he doesn't necessarily, you think that he doesn't like the dogs, they do give him some level of companionship. And he says when he feels stress, and at times of his stress, he knows that where the dogs are must be a safe space, because they're there, and they wouldn't be there unless they felt it was safe. So he gravitates to that, and he does get this level of companionship and camaraderie telepathically from them, and that just helps him. He gave me the name of Justin or Jason, so I hope that is meaningful. And if you don't know those names, please write them down, Tracy, because I feel that they're coming in. And the other interesting thing he said to me is that somebody's been struggling with their vehicle, or they've needed help. I don't know if they needed help sourcing another vehicle, or there's a breakdown. But to help that person, or to look at that situation and replace what they've already got, is a good way forward. So that was an interesting message. But anyway, you'll have to let me know what you think of that. Well, I'm hoping to do another live with everybody soon. I want to thank you for bearing with me, because we did have a few technical issues at the beginning, but I've done my best to rectify them. And I'm so glad you can hear me all now. And I know that a lot of you are listening in and watching, not just from UK, but from all over the world. And I really do appreciate that, you know, and I do love looking at all your photographs of your pets and looking at your questions. I want to tell you that a lot of you are psychic, and that you can do what I do. It is not just for a few people. You have your own abilities, and you can use those abilities to communicate with your own pets. So please do grab a copy of my book, Everything You Need to Know to Become a Pet Psychic, because I teach you how to do it in there. And the best thing about this book is that there are exercises in there and photographs of animals that you don't know for you to practice on. I'm just going to show you a couple of them. There's a horse, for instance. You can see that. And I've put answers in the back. so you can kind of cross-check your results. So it's certainly worthwhile. Or if you're looking for a gift for somebody, it's good as well. Now, do remember that you can watch my program, The Pet Psychic, on My5, which is Channel 5's app. It was broadcast last February and March, but if you haven't seen it, there are 4 programs, 1 hour long. So do take a look on My5, search for The Pet Psychic and watch the programs, because not only am I obviously going out visiting people all over the UK, you'll learn a lot about how to do what I do from those as well. Thank you for watching this evening. I'm going to be back soon with another live, and hopefully it'll go a bit more flawlessly at the beginning than this one. But you know, we've rectified those technical issues, so it should be a lot easier for me to do next time. Now, please follow the Pet Psychic page, tag somebody, share, like, because I'm going to be doing a lot more lives and a lot of things that you can get involved in, and I would love to see you again. Hi Stephanie, hi Roxada, is it? Lisa says thank you, very interesting. Tracy says thank you so much. Thank you, Tracy. You said I watch all of your programs, you're amazing. Roxana says thank you for what you are doing. Stephanie Coyle, your advice is brilliant, thank you for the live. Stephanie Dodds, thank you, great live. Gemma said I got all my family to watch them all, thank you, I really appreciate that, Gemma. Amber said she's unable to watch the show in the US. Well, that's a shame, but there are plenty of clips on YouTube, Amber, so just have a look on YouTube, put in the Pet Psychic and you'll find it on there. There is a YouTube channel called Heavy Petting, and a lot of the clips from the show are on that as well. Vitali says thank you so much, your gift is amazing. Rudy said I hope to catch your new live soon. Deborah Solian says thank you. Jane McDonald, thanks for tonight. Maybe Cleo and Jasper next time. I will definitely do my best. Gabby says thanks from Argentina. Let me have a look. Samaya sends a nice little picture emoji of a balloon and a heart. Amber says I will keep sending in the pictures. Megan, have a wonderful weekend, Beth. Thank you very much, Megan. I will have a rest, actually. I've been very busy because I was in London yesterday on This Morning on ITV. Bit of a journey for me. It takes about 3 hours to get there. So I'm a bit tired. I'll enjoy having a little rest later. Wendy says, hopefully, Esme soon. Mary Mears, thank you so much for all you do. And Lisa Plant, Bert, Nelly and Maggie. Dean Plant's dog, please, next time. I will certainly do my best there for you. Stephanie Coyle, I've sent a hoot of my sister dog, Luna. Ria, hope we get pics next time. And Patricia says you are the best. Oh, that is so kind of you. Hope you've enjoyed the readings I've done tonight. I will be back for another live as soon as possible, and I will do more of your readings then. Please keep share, following the Pet Psychic page here on Facebook. Please tag somebody. Keep sending in all your pictures, because I do some in advance. I do the daily readings, and next time I do a live, I'll have done some of them already for you, as well as choosing a few of you who are joining in. And have a good weekend yourselves, and I will see you soon. Take care, everybody.